Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for October 16th through October 22nd. Last week's energy, clearly we saw Pluto turn direct. Importance to keep your vibration high, and as Pam Gregory says, stay on your eagle's perch. You don't want to be blind to what's going on in the world. However, you don't want to be energetically connected either to the Capricorn paradigm that's crumbling. So best thing I can say for the collective is to recognize what's happening in the world and stay focused on the Aquarian age, the judgment era coming in, okay? For all of us to be liberated, to shine our inner lights, okay? All of us to be liberated and shine our inner lights. So I do believe, like I said, I just really feel like this all collectively is that last-ditch effort for the Capricorn paradigm to keep its power. And so another reminder too, I go through this with the Aries video because obviously I recorded Aries first. So I dive into this more in the Aries intro. I don't think I'm going to repeat it for everybody's video, but just collectively, I really think that we're seeing the collective shadow. We're seeing the Capricorn paradigm shadow right now. And we need to learn to understand the nature of appearances, and that comes to collective energy, not just our personal energy, not just our personal relationships, but collectively. And I just feel like there's a lot of impulsive communication when it comes to social media. So you're an air sign. This stuff you tend to pick up a lot more than other signs. So do pay attention. So like I said, not every battle is meant to be fought, especially, again, communication. Those battle of words, the battle of wits, sometimes it's best to walk away, okay, Gemini? So please just remember that when you see this, especially collectively, and also to you in your personal circle. Like, sometimes people say some things and it's hard to keep your mouth shut. And I'm a Gemini rising, moon, north node, so I completely understand this, but this is part of that transformation too. And again, this goes back to the Pisces full moon in August. So this is a huge emotional transformational shift for you, Gemini, too, when you can just, have that filter and understand that not every battle is meant to be fought. And again, I feel like these battles, again, thank you, Tarot. Like, they're really putting this in your face, okay? Because you do want justice and you do want to stand for what you believe in, and you do see both sides of things and you really want to communicate it, right? Not every battle is meant to be fought, okay? So the best way that you can really utilize that air energy in Libra season is by communicating, like knowing when to communicate and knowing when to just walk away, okay? Like, you're ready for battle if you need to, but you know that that's not always what's necessary or appropriate. So make sure to plenty of rest and allow the King of Cups to guide you. Really pay attention to your dreams. Obviously, every new moon and full moon, our dreams are heightened. So if you did have any like really prophetic dreams, if you will, during that new moon in Libra solar eclipse, make sure you write them down if you can remember to write them down, because that is really important. But yeah, like I said last week, this is a game-changing time for you. And going into Scorpio season, that's a whole new rebirth, all right? You're birthing something completely new, and it's really unlocking a lot of material wealth, right? And there might even be something connected to inheritance, so pay attention to that. But really also, part of this abundance, part of this wealth and manifesting this like completion of our desires, we still have to appreciate our roots, all right? We still have to appreciate where we came from. And again, part of that is connecting to your shadow and making sure that you love your shadow as much as you love yourself, okay? And that your shadow is a part of you. It's not something you can get rid of or cut off. It's a part of who you are, and that is important, okay? Because it has led you to where you are. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. But this negative thinking, again, Gemini, this negative thinking, again, it can be about, so this is actually something that just popped in my head. Even when you're negatively thinking about other people, right? And judging, because again, I'm a Gemini rising and moon, I understand this. you're talking bad about yourself and you don't even recognize it, right? Because again, it's connected to your shadow. You project your shadow out, right? So really pay attention to your Jupiter placement and really using that as some guidance for you, because this is a whole new adventure, and that takes a whole new way of thinking. So when these negative thoughts do pop up, when this judgment of others does pop up, like, I can't believe they said that, I can't believe they did that, like, you know, tune it out and focus on what you want to see in the world, okay? Because your inner thoughts are connected to the collective. And yeah, just use your power for good. Use that air to help people rise up, right? So when you have time, when those thoughts come up, if you're on social media, you know, again, go inward. Send out the intentions for the Aquarian age, all right? Allow the Capricorn paradigm to crumble and hopefully not harm as many people as it's harming. But the best thing you can do, Gemini, is pay attention to your thoughts and keep those thoughts aligned with collective liberation, okay? All right. Yeah, last week's reading was really about it being a game changer for you. So I'm really excited to see what's happening, because I really do get a glimpse of this 10 of Cups energy. And again, it's going to be rapid. It's going to be quick. And I think you already know from it being ignited with that Libra new moon, but that Libra new moon energy could still be, you know, coming into this week. I did notice that in Taurus's reading. It really felt like the spark from Sunday is really, you know, settling in this week. So interesting. Yeah, that thank you for reminding me. Oh, I love it when it does this. So yeah, that new moon energy is really picking up. And like I said, this is that Capricorn paradigm, that judgment era, the Aquarian age is coming in. Wish upon a star. A reminder, don't just wish upon a star for yourself, but for the collective. And we want to clear this energy. We want to clear this toxic energy from the collective. And it really takes connecting to motherly feminine energy, okay? So even if you identify as male, feminine loving energy, everybody can show. There are no, there's no line drawn in the sand when it comes to what type of energy you can share with yourself in the collective, and sparking something completely new, a whole new way of, this could be a whole new way of thinking too, you know, because you might have this idea, like this is this and this is that. Like I said in the Aries video, like it's just feeling like there's a line drawn in the sand and you're either here or you're here and that's it. And it's like, well, no, I'm not, okay? So, again, Gemini, you see both sides of it, and just keep those thoughts in check. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Yeah, focusing on gratitude. I think that's the most, like, so when those things spark up in you, and again, I'm talking to the collective in general, you're going to have more luck on your side when you exert your power and your strength with gentleness. So when that urge comes up to, quote unquote, you know, put somebody in their place, shift your focus to sending out love to the collective, okay? All right, so let's see what we got for Gemini for October 16th through October 22nd, 2023. Yeah, I'm telling you though, like when we do shift that and we do show that gentleness and that the power that gentleness has, the power again of water energy, the power of water, and yeah, I mean, water and air, you know, make rainbows with the sun. So really make sure that your focus is aligned with this tower, that you're on the lightning bolt of change and not the Capricorn structure that's crumbling. Perfect. Okay. So this is exactly, I think, the direction that the tarot was saying. So last week's energy coming into this week, it's the Five of Wands. So again, Five of Wands is power struggles. This is clashing with other people. But also the Five of Wands is a reminder that this is a no-win situation. And so like Taurus got very collective energy. This all feels very connected to your personal situation, whether it be your relationships, your career, family life, you know, if you're a parent, like your relationship with your children, but something like that. But this energy of, wow. So both, I'm going to skip ahead because 5-5. Both of these cards are a reminder that you have to choose your battles wisely and know when to walk away. And so, like I said, it's hard too when you're passionate about something, but a reminder that I think all of us, the more that we can collectively work on our shadow on a personal scale, the more globally we can help, because everything that we're seeing is the shadow side of the Capricorn paradigm, showing its, you know, it's gross, like I shouldn't even say gross, that's not even the right word. It's showing its shadow. So it appears, again, it's the projection of negative and, you know, destruction and all of these horrible things. And in a means, it's trying to protect itself, not justifying anything globally, personally, but you have to understand the nature of appearances, right? So all of this is coming from the same root, and working against yourself isn't going to do anything, all right? So the more that we can just continue to do our shadow work, and again, it's a daily process. Like, you don't just like, oh, like I watched this video, now it's done. Like that activates it, and then you keep doing it, right? So whatever this is, I think too, this could be a struggle where that new moon in Libra, it did at like, you do see that there's a crescendo coming, and you do see that there's this huge turning point in your life, but it's not like, boom, here you go, right? And so then that can cause this inner struggle of, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? A lot of fear, and a lot of this fear too connected to your ego and you wanting to shine, okay? So please pay attention to that. So if you're getting these thoughts in your head, I think you're transforming it though, because this week's energy is that crescendo of like that change. And again, like I said earlier, I do think a lot of people are seeing that new moon in Libra from last week, this week, right? And the Ace of Swords is your energy for this week. This is, you are ready to move in a completely new direction, all right? Don't be scared of new ideas. Don't be scared of new approaches. If somebody does approach you with a new way of thinking of your situation, don't be scared of it, okay? Really investigate it. If somebody gives you a new spark of confidence even, but whatever it is, if there's somebody like, hey, have you ever thought of doing this? Or, hey, you know, what if you try this? Don't ignore it, okay? Actually investigate it. Again, Gemini, because don't just quick write it off. Look into it. Because even if that's not for you, looking into it and just opening up to the universe, I am open to finding a way to do this, is going to unlock something for you. And how magical is that? What I love too, which is so interesting about this, is the Ace of Swords is connected to Capricorn and Aquarius, and closing out the Capricorn paradigm and entering the Aquarian age. I find that very fascinating. So again, this could be even too like connected to new ways of thinking, new ideas, connected to that shift. So next week's energy is the Five of Swords. And a reminder, this is saying to choose your battles wisely. Not every battle is meant to be fought. Not every battle is meant to be won. And so going back to that Knight of Swords popping up, I really think that you are just being reminded. I don't see this as like this battle where you're going to have to, you know, raise your swords. I think that you're understanding that you don't need to, right? Not everything needs to be, or not all of your beliefs need to be fought, right? Like, give less energy to the battles and more energy focused on where we're heading, because that's so much more important for us collectively. Also another one ruled by Aquarius, right? And also ruled by Venus and in Aquarius. So you're really understanding the importance of your boundaries, and also too, the amount of triggers. So I'm going to, again, so much of this is related to your shadow. I see so much of this learning coming because you're seeing your triggers and you're understanding that, no, I don't need to respond to that. No, I don't need to justify that. And it doesn't need to fester either. You can just literally let it go. That's the biggest power you have from working on your shadow, especially because, again, your shadow is related to communication. That communication isn't just how you talk to other people, it's how you talk to yourself. And then how it prevents you from, you know, again, wands, fire, passion, right? How it prevents you from shifting in certain ways of your life. So let's clarify this 5 of Wands energy. You can see why this 5 of Wands from last week is coming in to this week for Geminis. Why is the 5 of Wands coming in for Geminis from last week into this week? And what does it have to do with this Ace of Swords? I really do feel, though, that this is, it's a lot lighter of like, okay, yep, I see that. I see that energy for what it is. All right. Oh, yeah, this is a big shift. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting really excited for you because the wheel connected with the 5 of Wands, you're getting it. All right, you're really understanding your shadow for what it is, and you're understanding the things that cause it to rise up. All right, but you've been doing the work, and the wheel is here to remind you, like, you're aware of these patterns. You're using your awareness of these patterns to rise above and take it on your journey, on your next adventure, this new chapter in life. Again, this whole new chapter in your life. This is a big whole new chapter, and it's so much luck. All right. Oh, this is destiny, and I love it. Okay, so let's see why Ace of Swords. So let's see if we can. Oh. Okay, so the Ace of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so with the Ace of Swords this week, you have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is a reminder to, it can be delayed gratification. So reminder, that's what I said too. Like, I feel like this idea of like this, you know, oh, this new Christian is coming, this new direction, like it's here and not seeing the results. You're being reminded to be patient and to not, again, misdirect your energy into the collective Capricorn paradigm crumbling right now, but to shift your focus back to this, okay? So you're almost there and you don't even see it. So reminder to stay disciplined. Don't fall off of it. Don't get stuck into this 4 of Cups, all right? This is, if something would trip you up, it would be this 4 of Cups. And longing for the things that you don't have, all right? And bringing your vibration down and getting stuck back in a pattern that does not serve you, all right? So again, like, shift that energy. If you're feeling the weight of the world, like literally, shift it into empowering yourself. So that's interesting. I think these are important related to, because I do believe, because yes, luck is on your side. You are seeing these, you are seeing the appearance of your shadow and recognizing it for what it is. However, I believe that these are parts of your shadow. Like, what trips you up, okay, is the like, oh, it's not here. Like, why don't I have this? You know what I mean? And then you get exhausted and then you don't want to, you know, do something anymore. But I believe that this Ace of Swords is saying that this is getting cleared, okay? But don't, if the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Wands shows up this week, remind yourself, okay, yes, get rest when you need it, but use the strength you have to power through, to push through, to keep going. Keep going, Gemini. So let's see where the 5 of Swords is here next week. Let's get a clarifier for the 5 of Swords next week, so we can get some energy guidance for Geminis for the 5 of Swords energy. Funny enough, too, that this is here. So, yeah, I really do feel a lot of this is your shadow. Wow, okay, you had 3 clarifiers. Interesting. I'm putting him here because I really feel like he's connected to that. But Five of Swords, like I said, that strength, finding the power in gentleness, all right? You don't have to force it. And I think, too, this is going back to your shadow, how we respond. Did Taurus get this? They might have. Okay. How we respond to being betrayed and how that's connected to your shadow, all right? So interesting. Again, because your shadow is a projection of yourself. Other people project their shadow. All of it is you trying to protect yourself. You are understanding when battles are meant to be fought and when some are meant to just walk away from, all right? Huge, though. I'm telling you, that Libra new moon really activated this, but it's a choice. Are you going to stay... Are you going to stay stuck in the past and allow this to throw you off your course, right? Are you just going to throw it off? Or are you going to stay centered and aligned and take the path of the Strength card? Also, the Strength is ruled by Leo, too. Interesting. So I see a lot of this being very connected to your personal life, your personal psyche, but with huge transformational energy. So your reading is way longer than everybody else's. Okay, so let's just do one empowering question for Geminis for the week of October 16th through October 22nd. All right, so your first one, yes. What am I thankful for today? So when these thoughts come in, what am I thankful for today? And your second one, which is important to, and again for this week, and I think specifically with this because it's going to help you stay focused on this, what kinds of routines or habits limit my experience of everyday life? What kinds of routines or habits limit my experience of everyday life? So yeah, Gemini, I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do like, comment, and share with other people you think it might resonate with. Also, please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot on YouTube so you get notifications of when new videos pop up. I will be doing that shadow work, so definitely subscribe so you get those notifications of when those videos do pop up. I'm also fascinated too, so interesting, because I'm really getting the connection of these two people being the same. I mean, I could focus on this all day, but this is all the time I had. But also, please check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the week ahead. And if there's a particular planet you need clarity on, I recommend seeing what sign rules that planet in your chart. And if you don't know what signs rule what planets in your chart, I link Pam Gregory's free birth chart in every video description. But yeah, Gemini, you got this, right? Recognize your shadow, rise above, all right? And prepare to move forward in a whole new direction. Have a great week.